Well, hey, FBC folks, it's great to have the opportunity to talk with you all from afar. Not as far as I used to, but a little bit closer to home. I grew up going to FBC, running around, playing lots of dodgeball in the gym, being a part of Awana, and being the last one out of church because my parents were always talking. And I think that's still true. Gary and Lenora Fredman are my parents, and they're great, and they'll talk to you after church. So once I graduated from college, I started working in college ministry with InterVarsity Christian Fellowship. So it's like being a missionary to the college campus, providing opportunities for college students to know more of who Jesus is, but also to have ministry leadership opportunities that will prepare them for the rest of their life. Here in the Twin Cities, I serve as the area ministry director, which means that I work with college campuses all over the Twin Cities. There's 25 of them, figuring out different ways to start ministry and to grow ministry on these college campuses for that reason, that college students would know Jesus, that they would develop skills to be lifelong followers of him and leaders in his kingdom. Thanks for asking about that. I think the first one is a lot of things are new in the Twin Cities with campus ministry. So I've said that it's like doing a new form of exercise where I'm always sore, but it also means that students are just getting used to things. They have great dreams and ideas, but getting them put into action. So to put a point on that, you can be praying. Some of our students are starting their very first small groups. They're inviting people from their dorm, from their sports teams, and they're nervous. They're just freshmen who want to start small group Bible studies, but you can be praying for them that they would get to know the Lord better in that and also see their friends get to know who Jesus is. The second prayer request and challenge is that winter is a hard time of year for college students. It's getting darker outside. They have all the pressures of final exams. And for some of them, the holidays can be a difficult season as well. So just praying for students. It's a difficult time of year, and praying that they would know the peace of God and the joy of God and the comfort of him in this time. Then the third one's actually a little more personal. I hesitated to share, actually, but I recently lost a pretty large chunk of ministry, financial ministry support. And the kind of chunk where it puts a little strain on what life looks like and a strain on my budget. And so you can be praying that there would be new ministry partners who would want to give monthly, and also that I would have peace and trust in God in the midst of my ministry support being a little less secure than it has been in any other time when I've been on staff. So thank you for all the ways you already pray and give, and I would love for your continued prayers in that part as well. Yeah, you can ask my parents. They'd love to help you with that, or Pastor Jake. Also, you'll see my information at the back of church. It always has my email at the bottom, amy.fredman@intervarsity.org. And also good old-fashioned Facebook and Instagram will always do the trick. So you can find me there as well. Love to be able to talk with you more and get to know you. All my heart to him I give. Yeah, the most encouraging story has been at St. Olaf College. So it's a small, really high-end liberal arts school about an hour south of the cities. And I drive down there once a week and have this really odd collective of students that come through. There's other ministries there, but they're small and they're struggling. And InterVarsity's kind of been a breath of fresh air on campus, it seems like. So we don't have any small groups happening, just this odd collective of students that come every Wednesday to learn about Jesus and hang out with me and hear my bad jokes. But at this conference, I had 6 students go, most of them freshmen. And on the last night of the conference, I didn't want to say anything about them stepping up in leadership because I was nervous and I didn't want to push them. And finally, at the end, I sputteringly said something about, well, would you guys ever want to lead small groups for your friends? I don't know. And instantly, the whole table was like, yes, we will do that. And we definitely want to start now. And we need to make a plan before we leave this conference. And I thought, I have never seen that kind of initiative. So here we go. We found 1 hour of the week when we can all meet, which is evidence of God's provision, 1 hour. And during that hour last week, we made a plan for what they would study, who would lead with who, when they'd have their small group. But the funniest part was they kept getting distracted during the meeting because they kept thinking of more people they wanted to invite. And you can't get mad at students for that, right? So they kept having these side conversations about inviting more and more of their friends. And they left the meeting with lists of friends that they wanted to invite to small group, and feeling really empowered and equipped to do that. So it was such a great evidence of God's work and just getting to be a part of it. He's already moving, and we just get to be a part of what he's already doing.
That's so awesome. we will be praying for you and trusting God for financial provision for you as well. He can do that, and we'll continue to pray. God bless you, Amy. Thanks so much for being a part of God's mission, and that we get to partner with you. We're so thankful for that. Take care.
Great. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.